Okay, let's go. Okay, ready?
Me too.
Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the South Alabama Jaguars taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jaguars will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. On the option. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now on first down from the 30. On the option. He'll toss it. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The pitch. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Rayner. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Cross. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Red Wolves have this offense rolling. The back goes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught over the middle. It's Cross. At the 35, he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Dances away to buy time. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this offense has got it all, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. The defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It is perfect.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Wolves. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have this. You've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quick toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ball State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cardinals that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Lopez to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Goes to the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas State 24, South Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Lopez wants to fire. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
The sure hands, it's Graham. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Bullock. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Ready to try the point after.
Number 8, Halsey in the end zone.
He's looking to... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're bringing heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Flowers. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's cross. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll set up to throw. Extending the play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Here's the handoff. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Lopez to pass. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Here comes the hurry up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Lets it go. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're going to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there. Completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Buying some time. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right at...
Lost one deep down the right side. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David? And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. They're setting up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He will be stopped short. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and their bid to tie also goes by the boards. They're still down 2.
South Alabama, 22.
He'll call for the fair catch here. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. The Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 47, set to advance on the football.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop it. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! And that one will put them up here in the second half. He has been...
I don't know how the fuck you caught that ball.
Passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
It changed like the camera view like it was a pick.
Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Red Wolves in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, He gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And here's the third interception of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
This offense has a second down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. All kinds of running room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Lopez to pass. He's right on target. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 28 over Old Dominion. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Here comes the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
At the 40, there he goes. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Holy Christ.
And the comeback is
That just saved me, bro.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come.
That just saved me. Holy shit.
The running back catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too.
Oh,
Some of those receivers
my God.
outside helping him out, but man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
lining up for the PAT. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Uncorks it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bullock. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense
unleashes one deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
Number 11, Hall of Fame in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Red Bulls will take over 1st and 10.
A first down for the offense. The option look. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on
That was such a fucking glitch. Oh my god.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum.
I pitched it way early.
Game because that hit is what caused
And then it didn't, so I turned into your guy to go just take the hit, and then it pops out on the pitch. And I was like, what the hell?
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there for this senior leader. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Lopez wants to fire. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, South Alabama. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No. Find my receiver out wide and give me another touchdown.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time in that possession.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Dude, my game lagged. I couldn't pass the ball.
Screen by definition is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah,
Like I was like,
quarterback just held on to it a split.
I saw you.
You want to invite,
but I wasn't going for the string. I was trying to throw the deep ball because I had you beat.
But you've got to be able to get rid
And then
you've got to be able
just
to
nothing.
negotiate the rush and somehow, some way find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands. The QB couldn't get it done.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna try it.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on
I'm not okay. Mark is kicking my ass.
college football this weekend. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing
Like my
by
secondary is
21.
not stopping a single pass.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the right side.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll keep it himself. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, beat that clock.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's loose. He's at the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the 2nd level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physical.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack.
Fires toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Back to throw, it's Flowers. Finds his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pressure coming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll just keep slinging it. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Coach has no choice here. The field down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds him out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Fights off a defender. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
GG's. That's my team, though. They start off so hard right in the beginning, and they fade. Like, that is 100% how they play.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses